Hello, and today is day 6 of me stretching and talking. Let's get down to it. So, yesterday I spoke about India. So, today my wife gave me the idea of talking about China. So, I lived in China in a city called Chengdu for about a year, and I was, of course, teaching English there. And this is my first time living in China. Now, I lived in Taiwan before, but I consider Taiwan a separate country from China. And so I lived there for about a year. And then after that, I lived in mainland China for 1 year. And Chengdu is in a province called Sichuan, and they're very famous for their spicy, spicy food. It's so spicy, I couldn't handle it, but I lived there. Now, when I was there, I saw so many things in the culture that I never experienced elsewhere in the world. Now, India is pretty dirty, and mainland China, like where I live, the city, it's not that dirty, but it becomes dirty in the day. Like, one of the things that really interested me was that the babies, they would, for children, their diapers, like they wouldn't have diapers, but their pants would have a little slit at the bottom of the pants. And so if their child needs to go to the bathroom, the baby would just go on the road and squat and it would just go through the pants from the slit. And that really, really surprised me because I'm walking and then there's a baby just squatting and pooping like right there when I'm waiting at the light, you know? And there were a lot of people spitting and stuff. But every single morning, everything was spotless. It was clean because the cleaners would come every night and clean up everything. And another thing that was really surprising as well was like there are cameras everywhere. So you can't really hide. And when you go, you have to register with the local police office where you're living. And so that way they have your information, and the cameras, they trace like all the information of your face, so no matter where you go they can find you. And there really are cameras everywhere. I like every single corner, on every light there's cameras, and I'm like, wow, it's like I feel like someone's always watching me. you know and so that was a really strange feeling. But other than that, it was a very beautiful country, and the people there are the ones that I met were so kind. The people in Sichuan are famous for their handsome men and beautiful women, and they say that's because of the spicy food that they eat. I don't know if that's true, but yeah. But look at me, I'm a very handsome guy, but I don't like spicy food. Right, Hanukkah? Something. and so and so yeah, so that was really interesting. One thing I did do when I was there was I would go to the hostel often. So at the very beginning, all the foreigners were in the hostels together, before we went out to our jobs and our own apartments. And I made really good friends with the people at the hostel, and I would go there every day and talk with them and chat, and they would practice. We would help. They would help me practice my Chinese. Now, something interesting that happened the first week I was there was the hostel had many foreigners, right, from all over the world. And the first week I was there, some foreigners went to the bar and they stole some alcohol from behind the bar at night. And in the morning, they threatened to kick all the foreigners out of the hostel because of the situation. And I couldn't believe it. I'm like, you come to a country and they let you in the country, they let you stay at their hotel, and you go and steal some alcohol. Some people have no awareness of themselves when going to a new country. When you go to a new country, it's not the same as yours, and you need to really try to respect the culture. If you really want to make good relationships with the people there, you have to try to honor them and live like how they live. Now, of course, you don't give up your identity, and you still, identify yourself from your country, but you really want to try to adjust as much as possible. And even though not all the foreigners did it, those two foreigners that did, it left a bad impression for the other people, for the other foreigners there. And the Chinese workers there, their impression of foreigner people became worse, just in general. And so it was really sad to see. So me and some other guys went up to them, and on behalf of those people who stole, because they never apologized either, we apologized for them. But after that, they really became my good friends. And so, then they helped me with so many things, finding an apartment, going out with them, going to different places. And so, yeah, if you try to be humble and you try to like enter into the culture of other people, even if it's in your own country, like you can create new relationships, and those relationships can create new opportunities for you as well. Yeah, so that's my advice for this day. Almost done. There we go. Nice. I'm slowly becoming more and more flexible. I feel it. All right. Yeah, but that's it for today. I will talk with you later.